Well, tonight we continue our Troubleshooters special report on allegations of grade changes in the licensed vocational nursing program at Coastal Bend College. Action 10's Andy Descano broke the story in May. He's back here live in our studio with his latest update. Andy?
Right, tonight we're going to hear a secretly recorded phone conversation between a student and one of the school's administrators. A nursing program graduate claims he was asked by a member of the school's board of trustees to secretly record this conversation with one of the school's deans about the grade changes. The school offered the recording to us. So tonight we'll hear Dean Julia Garcia ask the student to file a grievance against the CBC's Vice President of Academics, Dr. Matilda Saenz, for speaking out against the college on those grade changes. Ross Powell graduated from Coastal Bend College's LVN nursing program at their Pleasanton campus and says he did pretty well there. Won multiple awards from the faculty, made the dean's list, honor society, named vice president of the campus nursing club. Says he was even asked to apply for a job in the college's nursing program. He did, but didn't get it. Powell admits he was growing concerned about our stories on alleged grade changes at the school and how it made the school and students look. So he contacted the school's Dean of Workforce Training, Julia Garcia, writing, quote, "I had absolutely nothing to do with the, quote, thing on the news," end quote. He wanted to help the school's image.
If there's anything I could do to help, I'll be honest, I wasn't thrilled that the school's reputation was, being put out there because, that damages my reputation as a student.
In planning a meeting with Garcia, Powell says she asked him to bring along other students who felt the same way about our reports as he did. She also wanted Powell to file a grievance against Dr. Matilda Saenz, the school's vice president of academics, as the source of the, quote, trouble happening at the school, end quote.
And say that she was the reason that the trouble was happening at the school was because of what Dr. Saenz was doing and that she was the source of trouble.
Powell told the Troubleshooters the students he spoke with told him they were scared and didn't want to be any part of this. But other people associated with the college did.
One of the board members had talked about, would you be willing to record the conversation with the dean?
Which board member asked you to do that?
Massengill.
In an earlier interview with the Troubleshooters about the alleged grade changes, Board of Trustees member Jeff Massengill said,
If a grade was changed and the student did not earn that grade, there's a problem. It doesn't matter what subject it is. This one's particularly concerning because we're talking about people who deal with us when we're at our weakest, when we need medical attention.
In Texas, it is not illegal to record a conversation with someone without their consent. So, on or about May 21st, with the recorder on, Powell met with Garcia, presenting her his written statement about his concerns. Then she asked him to do something.
Would you be willing to sign the form that goes in front to attach this to it? It's a short form, just your name.
Okay.
And who, because of the report,
okay.
Where you got it from was the report?
Well, and my only issue is when we talked about adding Dr. Saenz, and
okay.
I don't know her. I can't put her name to something that I...
See, you have integrity.
No.
Because you're like, I don't know who she is, but I can't put her name on it or whatever. Yep. But you can put it on as the report that was submitted by the Troubleshooters.
To be clear, Powell approached the Troubleshooters with the recording. He recalled another conversation, this time with his instructor, Carol Hawkins, on or about May 27th, where he claims she told him how and why grades were adjusted in order to maintain funding. He remembers Hawkins confirming grade changes were done at the end of the May 2018 semester.
We would come onto the computer and see grades that have already been item analyzed back in January, February, go up, go up. One day it went up 3 times in a day.
And among the grade changes Powell says he saw were his.
On the 27th, when we were talking about why the grade changes, verbatim was, it doesn't matter what their grades are, they just have to pass NCLEX.
NCLEX is the licensing test that registered nurses and licensed vocational nurses must pass in order to practice legally. He tells the Troubleshooters that the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission has advised him to tell his story to the U.S. Department of Education. The Texas Higher Education Coordinating Board, which is investigating Coastal Bend College, has advised him to tell his story to the National Labor Relations Board and the Department of Education. Are you ready to do that?
I'm scared crapless. I can't say that word. I'm very scared. I'm sick to my stomach about it.
Well, here is a statement now from the public relations firm that the college is now working with. They go on to say that it's impossible for the Coastal Bend College, there you go, to properly respond to your reporting without giving us the opportunity to know the specifics of your story. We received a one-line text message less than 24 hours before your explosive investigation demanding a response. The Coastal Bend College nursing program is among the best in the state, and we're growing as an organization, and we're very excited about our future and meeting the needs of the students of the Coastal Bend and Texas. We wish Action 10 News would share the whole story of CBC instead of bullying us with old accusations and falsehoods. Now, the PR firm also promised to provide us with an on-camera interview with a CBC administrator as soon as tomorrow, so we're looking forward to that as well, to the school finally responding to our repeated requests for an on-camera interview for this story. As always, whenever you need our help, just send us an email, troubleshooters@kztv10.com. Andy Lascano, Action 10 News.